It's time that the truth was exposed. I am here today to bring you information on crimes against humanity. Crimes are occurring against children by elite organizations, secret societies, intelligence agencies. Now, we must first start with some background information. The Earth has more than just human beings on it. There are ancient species which have been on this planet since before human beings even were here. There are reptilians, insectians, dinosaurians, and amphibians. Human beings have 5 bodies: physical, astral, etheric, mental, and council bodies. The council body is where memories are stored. Everything that happens to us is recorded in our DNA. This information is from sources who have been murdered and killed. Human beings exist in the 3rd and 4th dimension. The galactics are in the 5th dimension. The people who were arrested by the galactics were brought to the 5th dimension to be tried. They are sexually aroused by murdering children. They rape and murder children as sacrifices to Lucifer and Satan. Lucifer and Satan are gone, though. They've been gone since September 2013. They were part of a group of Dracos from the Alpha Draconis system, 1,738 of them. The arrest started in May 2012 and went until September 2013. These sick individuals compete to see who will murder children. CEOs pay millions of dollars from their corporate accounts. Not a single human being works for the CIA. Some of these beings worked in the concentration camps in Germany, trying to do the same thing to us in America with their FEMA camps. 4% of the FBI is human. 1 out of 100 of the White House staff is human. The TSA have major underground facilities. 60 miles over the border into Michigan, close to Kalamazoo, they have a major underground facility which they use to traffic and murder children. 8% of the TSA are human. 99% of those human beings, of the 8%, work at the heavy radiation machines at the airports. Just 7 times through these machines can cause cancer. 0% of the Secret Service is human. The Department of Homeland Security is in charge of these concentration camps. They call them FEMA Life Liberation Centers because they will liberate your life from you. Homeland Security, 2% is human. Janet Napolitano, 32% reptilian. None of these beings have any sacred light. The Nazis won World War II. Their prize was America. But most of the Nazis took on different bodies because the archons can move souls from body to body. JFK was the last human president. ICE, 60% of ICE is human beings. ICE is a human trafficking agency. There are no human beings in the NSA. Keith Alexander was arrested. John Brennan was arrested. He went out with the 819. 16% of Customs and Border Patrol is human. Obviously, they are engaged in a conspiracy against the people of the United States to traffic fentanyl and human beings into the country. 0% of the Defense Intelligence Agency is human. 3% of the DEA is human. The Federal Protective Services, 7% is human. The IRS, 16% is human. But the IRS is completely criminal and illegal. The IRS Criminal Investigative Service is 0% human. 2% of U.S. Marshals are human. The U.S. Department of Justice, 10% is human. The last 6 attorney generals were 100% reptilian. Humans occupy 40% of the galaxy. Almost all Indians are from the Pleiades star systems. The Mayans, the Olmecs, the Cherokees, the Lakota, the Navajo, the Swanee, they're all from the Pleiades. Loretta Lynch was murdered and replaced with a clone. The Coast Guard, 61% are human beings. There is only one human being in the Coast Guard which is involved in human trafficking, according to my intelligence. 67% of the post office is human. George H. Walker Bush and Zbigniew Brzezinski killed JFK for the Mossad. Zbigniew Brzezinski has murdered and raped 460 children. Isaac Cappy identified pedophilia in Hollywood. Seth Green confessed to Isaac Cappy to raping children. He told Isaac Cappy, "It's time that we discuss chicken." Chicken is code word for children. And as we know, in the WikiLeaks emails, Hillary Clinton wrote, "With fingers crossed, the old rabbit's foot out of the box in the attic, I will be sacrificing a chicken to Moloch." AKA, Hillary Clinton is saying she will be sacrificing children to Moloch. Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg are pedophiles. Sarah Ruth Ashcroft accused Tom Hanks of raping her when she was 13. Tom Hanks never addressed the issues. In fact, Tom Hanks posted on his Instagram account a post that said, "Historic Route 66 roadkill?" Question mark. I hope not. This was to foreshadow Isaac Cappy's murder. Isaac Cappy was forced off of a bridge and hit by a car and killed. They say it was a suicide, but we all know better. We know that he was murdered for revealing that Hollywood is filled with pedophiles. At the highest levels, there is cannibalism. Look into Maria Abramovich. She does satanic rituals and calls it performance art. Some of the highest level celebrities are involved with Marina Abramovich. She's involved in spirit cooking. Spirit cooking is when she mixes sperm and breast milk and throws it on a mock child. John Podesta, pedophile, and many say responsible for the murder of Madeleine McCann, is involved with this Marina Abramovich. Corey Feldman exposed that there are Hollywood pedophile rings. Dan Snyder of Nickelodeon, of course, pedophile. And the logo of Nickelodeon is Epstein's Island. Why did they throw Kanye West into an insane asylum and drug him when he exposed that Hollywood is run by pedophiles? Why do you get thrown into an insane asylum and drugged if you tell the truth? Jimmy Savile was knighted by the British monarchy. He murdered and raped children for over 30 years. The way they control us is with MK Ultra mind control. It's been going on forever. Now, Max Spiers, who was murdered, is the one who gave me this information. This is from Max Spiers. He was initiated into programs designed to create super soldiers and psychic operatives trained for etheric warfare and used by factions within the military-industrial complex as an asset in rituals and operations that defy the limit of public understanding. These programs are not rogue. They are highly organized. They were embedded within the NATO structures and British and American intelligence agencies and military-aligned research. Military-aligned research institutions hidden behind words like psychological warfare, defense innovation, and behavioral experimentation. Max told it all. He described ceremonial bloodletting used to invoke non-human intelligence. He said that human beings were being harvested for their energy, their essence, and their soul resonance. He exposed the reality beneath our reality, where a spiritual interface, where technology, occult practices, and interdimensional control systems converge. He spoke of Project Monarch and its spin-off. He detailed the process of the soul fracturing, entity attachments, and what he called programmable life extension through trauma harvesting. He explained how high-profile figures are not just corrupt, but spiritually engineered from childhood. There are extraterrestrial and interdimensional forces behind the rituals. Earth has been turned into a soul farm. Trauma is being used as an energy force. Child rape and murder are components of this system. Now, I am not suicidal. I am not afraid. All the child rapists and murderers, they are going to be put on trial. The Galactics are coming. We will never allow children to be harmed. All of this comes to an end now. We will never allow children to be harmed. This vaccine was part of their satanic ritual murders. The government is not what you think it is. It is time for everyone to wake up and realize the world that we are in. I love you all dearly. This information is going to be hard for you to take in. But if you want to wake up, now is the time.